Question 1. What does this sign indicate to drivers on the road ahead? A steep ascent, B, a steep descent, C, an uneven road surface, D, road narrows ahead. Answers is A steep ascent. This warning sign indicates a steep ascent ahead, meaning the road will go uphill sharply. Drivers should be prepared to select a lower gear if needed to maintain power. Question 2. What action should you take when you see this sign? A. Give way to traffic on main road. B. Stop before the junction. C. You have priority over all traffic. D. Proceed with caution, no priority. Answers is A. Give way to traffic on main road. The give way sign means you must give priority to traffic on the road you are joining. You should slow down, be prepared to stop, and only proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 3. You are approaching this sign. What must you not do? A. Overtake other vehicles. B. Turn left at the junction. C. Exceed the speed limit. D. Stop on the hard shoulder. Answers is A. Overtake other vehicles. This sign indicates no overtaking. You must not attempt to overtake any other vehicle on this stretch of road. This restriction is often put in place where visibility is limited or hazards are present. Question 4. When are you allowed to use a handheld mobile phone while driving? A. When stuck in slow-moving traffic. B. Only when safely parked with engine off. C. When using it as a satellite navigation device. D. In an emergency call to 999. Answers is B. Only when safely parked with engine off. It is illegal to use a handheld mobile phone while driving, even if stopped in traffic. The only exception is in a genuine emergency call to 999, or when safely parked with the engine switched off. Question 5. What does this mandatory sign instruct drivers to do? A. Proceed around a roundabout. B. Turn left at the next junction. C. Enter a one-way street. D. Keep to the left lane. Answers is A. Proceed around a roundabout. This sign indicates a mandatory roundabout ahead. Drivers must follow the directions shown, typically clockwise around the central island in the, giving way to traffic from the right. Question 6. What does this sign mean for upcoming traffic? A. The road is a motorway. B. A main road ahead. C. A dual carriageway begins. D. End of speed restrictions. Answers is A. The road is a motorway. This blue sign with a white road symbol indicates the start of a motorway. Special rules apply to motorways, including minimum speed limits and restrictions on certain vehicle types. Question 7. What does this additional plate signify? A. Distance to the hazard ahead. B. Minimum speed required. C. Length of restriction. D. Width limit for vehicles. Answers is A. Distance to the hazard ahead. This supplementary plate shows distance to object, indicating how far it is until the hazard or regulation by the main sign takes effect. In this case, 300 meters straight ahead. Question 8. When may you cross double white lines in the middle of the road where the line nearest to you is solid? A. To overtake a slow-moving car. B. To pass a stationary obstruction. C. To turn into a side road. D. To make a U-turn. Answers is B. To pass a stationary obstruction. You must not cross a solid white line on your side unless it is to pass a stationary obstruction, road maintenance vehicle, or a pedal cycle, horse, or road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 or less. Question 9. What does this sign warn you about on the road? A. Slippery road conditions. B. Loose gravel ahead. C. Uneven road surface. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is A. Slippery road conditions. This warning sign with a car skidding indicates slippery road ahead. You should reduce your speed and avoid harsh braking or steering to prevent losing control, especially in wet or icy conditions. Question 10. What does this sign indicate to drivers at an intersection? A. Stop and give way to traffic. B. Give way without stopping. C. You have priority ahead. D. Proceed with caution. Answers is A. Stop and give way to traffic. The stop sign octagonal, red with white border, means you must come to a complete stop before the white line, then give way to traffic on the main road before proceeding when it is safe. Question 11. What type of vehicle is prohibited by this sign? A. Goods vehicles. B. Motorcycles. C. All motor vehicles. D. Vehicles with trailers. Answers is A. Goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with an image of a lorry, means no entry for goods vehicles. Drivers of and other goods vehicles must not enter the road or area beyond the sign. Question 12. What should you do if your braking system ABS activates while driving? A. Pump the brake pedal quickly. B. Keep your foot firmly on the brake. C. Release the brake pedal slightly. D. Turn off the engine immediately. Answers is B. Keep your foot firmly on the brake. If your ABS activates, you will feel a pulsing sensation in the brake pedal. Do not pump the brakes instead. Keep your foot firmly pressed on the pedal. ABS will help you steer around hazards while braking. Question 13. What does this sign instruct drivers to do when approaching an obstacle? A. Pass obstacle on the left. B. Pass obstacle on the right. C. Turn left at the next junction. D. Give way to oncoming traffic. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the left. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers pass obstacle on the left. You must keep to the left of any obstruction or traffic island where this sign is displayed. Question 14. What information does this sign provide to drivers? A. Road for motor vehicles. B. End of motorway. C. Entry to a car park. D. Bus lane ahead. Answers is A. Road for motor vehicles. This sign, a blue square with a white car, indicates the start of a road for motor vehicles. Only motor vehicles are permitted to use this road, and specific rules may apply, such as minimum speeds or restrictions on. Question 15. What does this supplementary plate indicate about the main sign? A. Applies to the left. B. Applies to the right. C. Applies straight ahead. D. Applies to both directions. Answers is A. Applies to the left. This arrow plate indicates the direction of application for the main sign. In this case, the restriction or warning from the main sign applies only to the left. Question 16. You're driving on a road and see this sign. What hazard should you anticipate? A. Pedestrians crossing the road. B. Cyclists entering the road. C. Children playing nearby. D. Traffic lights ahead. Answers is A. Pedestrians crossing the road. This warning sign indicates a pedestrian crossing ahead. You should be prepared to slow down or stop to allow pedestrians to cross safely. Look out for people waiting to cross. Question 17. What does this priority sign tell you about oncoming traffic? A. Oncoming traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. A two-way road ahead. D. No entry for oncoming vehicles. Answers is A. Oncoming traffic has priority. This sign indicates priority over oncoming traffic, is or that opposite traffic has priority. You must give way to vehicles approaching from the opposite direction before proceeding. Question 18. What is prohibited by this sign? A. Entry for all vehicles. B. Overtaking by any vehicle. C. Parking on the road. D. Stopping at any time. Answers is A. Entry for all vehicles. This circular red sign with a white bar means no entry or do not enter. It prohibits all vehicles from entering the road or area where the sign is displayed. It's often found at the end of one-way streets. Question 19. What is the primary reason for checking tire pressures regularly? A. To improve acceleration. B. To ensure safe handling and fuel efficiency. C. To reduce wear on the brakes. D. To make the steering lighter. Answers is B. To ensure safe handling and fuel efficiency. Correct tire pressures are essential for safe handling, braking, and stability. Incorrect pressures can lead to uneven tire wear, grip, increased stopping distances, and higher fuel consumption. Check them when cold. Question 20. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying specific goods? A. No entry for dangerous goods. B. Only dangerous goods allowed. C. Dangerous area ahead. D. Hazard warning light zone. Answers is A. No entry for dangerous goods. This prohibitory sign indicates no entry for vehicles' dangerous goods. Vehicles transporting hazardous materials are not permitted to enter the area or road beyond this sign. Question 21. What action should a driver take seeing this sign? A. Proceed straight ahead only. B. Turn right at the junction. C. Turn left at the junction. D. Overtake with caution. Answers is A. Proceed straight ahead only. This mandatory sign indicates proceed straight. Drivers must continue straight ahead and are not permitted to turn left or right at the junction or road immediately after the sign. Question 22. What does this sign tell you about the road ahead? A. It is a one-way road. B. It is a dead-end street. C. It has a sharp bend. D. It is a priority road. Answers is A. It is a one-way road. This sign, a blue square with a white arrow pointing upwards, indicates a one-way road. Traffic can only flow in the direction of the arrow. Be aware of traffic turning into or joining this road. Question 23. What does this supplementary plate indicate about parking? A. Parallel to the carriageway. B. Perpendicular to the carriageway. C. Partly on the pavement. D. Parking for motorcycles only. Answers is A. Parallel to the carriageway. This plate shows the method of parking. It indicates that vehicles must be parked parallel to the edge of the carriageway, following the direction of travel, often with wheels close to the curb. Question 24. You're driving behind a large goods vehicle. What should you consider regarding its blind spots? A. Large goods vehicles have no blind spots. B. You should allow extra room to be seen. C. They have better rear visibility than cars. D. Their blind spots are only on the left side. Answers is B. You should allow extra room to be seen. Large goods vehicles have significant blind spots, especially directly in front, behind, and along the sides. To ensure the driver can see you, keep well back or position yourself where you can see their mirrors. Question 25. What does this warning sign indicate to drivers? A. Uneven road surface ahead. B. Speed hump ahead. C. Road closed due to works. D. Slippery road when wet. Answers is A. Uneven road surface ahead. This warning sign with an uneven road symbol indicates an uneven road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed to avoid damage to their vehicle or loss of control, especially on motorcycles. Question 26. What does this sign mean for priority? A. You are on a priority road. B. Give way to all traffic. C. A narrow bridge ahead. D. End of priority road. Answers is A. You are on a priority road. This sign with a yellow border indicates that you are on a priority road. This means you generally have priority over traffic joining from side roads or minor intersections, unless otherwise. Question 27. What is the restriction by this sign? A. No right turn. B. No left turn. C. No U-turn. D. Turn right ahead. Answers is A. No right turn. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with an arrow turning right and a red slash, means no right turn. Drivers are not permitted to turn right at the junction or point where the sign is. Question 28. What is the purpose of engine oil in a vehicle? A. To cool the exhaust system. B. To lubricate moving parts. C. To increase engine power. D. To clean the fuel injectors. Answers is B. To lubricate moving parts. Engine oil is crucial for lubricating the engine's moving parts, reducing friction and wear. It also helps cool the engine and keep it clean by carrying away dirt and deposits. Regular checks are vital. Question 29. What does this sign require cyclists to do? A. Use a cycle track. B. Dismount and walk. C. No cycling allowed. D. Shared path with pedestrians. Answers is A. Use a cycle track. This blue circular sign with a white bicycle symbol indicates a cycle track. Cyclists are required to use this track. It often a route separated from general road traffic. Question 30. What information does this sign provide about parking? A. Parking place ahead. B. No parking allowed. C. Restricted parking zone. D. Car wash service. Answers is A. Parking place ahead. This blue square sign with a white P indicates a parking place. It informs drivers that there is a area for parking vehicles ahead. It may be accompanied by plates specifying conditions. Question 31. What does this additional plate indicate about the road's priority? A. Direction of the priority road. B. End of priority road. C. Junction with major road. D. Give way at roundabout. Answers is A. Direction of the priority road. This supplementary plate is used with give way or stop signs. It shows the direction of the priority road, helping drivers understand which route has the right of way at complex junctions. Question 32. Why should you allow extra space when following a motorcyclist? A. They might brake suddenly for no reason. B. They might need to swerve for hazards. C. They take up less road space. D. Or to encourage them to ride faster. Answers is B. They might need to swerve for hazards. Motorcyclists are more vulnerable and may need to react quickly to hazards that a car might absorb, such as potholes or debris. Allowing extra space gives them room to maneuver safely. Question 33. What does this warning sign tell you about the road ahead? A. A hump or road bump. B. A dip in the road. C. A steep hill descent. D. Road works ahead. Answers is A hump or road bump. This warning sign with a hump symbol indicates a raised section in the road designed to slow traffic, such as a speed hump or sleeping policeman. Reduce speed and be prepared for a bump. Question 34. What must you do when approaching this sign? A. You have priority over oncoming traffic. B. Give way to oncoming traffic. C. No entry for all vehicles. D. Stop and wait for instructions. Answers is A. You have priority over oncoming traffic. This blue square sign with white and red arrows indicates priority over oncoming traffic. You have the right of way over vehicles coming from the opposite direction, typically at a narrow section of road. Question 35. What is the meaning of this prohibitory sign? A. No U-turn allowed. B. No left turn allowed. C. No entry for vehicles. D. Turn right ahead. Answers is A. No U-turn allowed. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a U-turn arrow and a red slash, means no. Drivers are not permitted to perform a U-turn at this location or on this stretch of road. Question 36. What is the main purpose of a MO test for a vehicle? A. To assess its fuel efficiency. B. To ensure roadworthiness and safety. C. To verify ownership details. D. To check the vehicle's mileage. Answers is B. To ensure roadworthiness and safety. The MO Ministry of Transport test is an annual inspection of vehicles over 3 years old to ensure they meet minimum road safety and environmental standards. It does not cover the engine's mechanical condition. Question 37. What does this mandatory sign instruct drivers of passenger cars to do? A. Use this road or lane for cars. B. No entry for cars. C. Parking for cars only. D. Carpool lane. Answers is A. Use this road or lane for cars. This blue circular sign with a white car symbol indicates movement of passenger cars or a lane reserved for them. It means that the road or lane is for use by passenger cars. Question 38. What does this sign mean for public transport? A. Road with a lane for public transport. B. Bus stop ahead. C. No entry for buses. D. Parking for public transport. Answers is A. Road with a lane for public transport. This sign indicates a road with a lane for public transport vehicles. These lanes are usually reserved for buses, coaches, and sometimes taxis, and may operate in. Question 39. What does this plate indicate about potential hazards? A. 5 elements of danger ahead. B. Road closed for 5 days. C. Maximum speed 50. D. Only 5 vehicles allowed. Answers is A. 5 elements of danger ahead. This plate is used to signify type of danger 5 elements. It's typically used with a warning sign to indicate a concentration of hazards, making drivers aware of a complex or dangerous area. Question 40. What should you do if you encounter a queue of traffic and the road is wet? A. Drive very close to the car in front. B. Increase your normal stopping distance. C. Brake sharply at the last moment. D. Turn on your hazard lights only. Answers is B. Increase your normal stopping distance. In wet conditions, your stopping distance significantly increases. You should maintain a much larger gap between your vehicle and the one in front to allow more time to react and brake safely if traffic stops suddenly. Question 41. What does this warning sign indicate about the road's condition? A. Loose gravel or stone materials. B. Road narrows on the right. C. Falling rocks from above. D. Slippery road ahead. Answers is A. Loose gravel or stone materials. This warning sign with stones flying from tires indicates loose gravel or stone on the road. This can cause grip, skidding, and potential damage from flying stones. Reduce speed. Question 42. What does this sign mean for road users? A. No entry for all vehicles. B. Give way to oncoming traffic. C. End of speed restriction. D. Pedestrian crossing ahead. Answers is A. No entry for all vehicles. This sign red circle means no entry for all vehicles or movement prohibited. It indicates that no vehicle is permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. It is a very strict prohibition. Question 43. What is the speed restriction by this sign? A. Maximum speed limit 50. B. Minimum speed limit 50. C. Recommended speed 50. D. End of speed limit 50. Answers is A. Maximum speed limit 50. This circular sign with a red border and 50 indicates a maximum speed limit of 50. You must not exceed this speed at any time while the restriction is in force. Question 44. When is it appropriate to use your horn while driving? A. To greet other drivers. B. To warn others of your presence. C. To show annoyance at another driver. D. In a built-up area between 11 p.m. and 7 am. Answers is B. To warn others of your presence. The horn should only be used to warn other road users of your presence or to alert them to a potential danger. It should not be used in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 am unless a stationary vehicle poses a danger. Question 45. What does this mandatory sign require you to do? A. Turn right ahead. B. Turn left ahead. C. Go straight ahead. D. Keep right of obstacle. Answers is A. Turn right ahead. This blue circular sign with a white arrow indicates turn right. Drivers must turn right at the junction or point where this sign is displayed and are not permitted to go straight or turn left. Question 46. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. A reversible lane road. B. A lane for public transport. C. A one-way street. D. End of priority road. Answers is A. A reversible lane road. This sign, a blue square with two white arrows in opposite directions, one crossed out, indicates a reversible lane road. The direction of traffic flow in this lane can change, often by traffic lights above the lane. Question 47. What does this sign indicate about stopping? A. No stopping at any time. B. No parking allowed. C. Emergency stopping lane. D. Restricted stopping zone. Answers is A, no stopping at any time. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a blue background and a diagonal red cross, means no stopping. You must not stop your vehicle for any reason, even to pick up or drop off passengers where this sign is displayed. Question 48. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a motorway? A. Attempt to fix it on the hard shoulder. B. Move to the hard shoulder and use hazard lights. C. Stay in the left lane until help arrives. D. Walk to the next service station for help. Answers is B. Move to the hard shoulder and use hazard lights. If your vehicle breaks down on a motorway, try to get to the hard shoulder, put on your hazard lights and switch on your side lights if it's dark. Get out of the vehicle on the left and wait behind the barrier. Use an emergency phone. Question 49. What does this warning sign tell you about the road ahead? A. Side wind or crosswind. B. Low-flying aircraft. C. Embankment or quayside. D. Road narrows from both sides. Answers is A. Side wind or crosswind. This warning sign indicates side wind or crosswind. You should be prepared for sudden gusts of wind that could affect your vehicle's stability, particularly if you are driving a vehicle or riding a motorcycle. Question 50. What does this sign indicate about a railway crossing? A. Railway crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Railway crossing with barriers. D. Tram crossing ahead. Answers is A. Railway crossing. This warning sign depicting a single railway line indicates a railway crossing ahead without barriers. You must slow down, look, listen, and give way to any approaching trains before crossing. Question 51. What does this prohibitory sign mean? A. No left turn. B. No right turn. C. No U-turn. D. Turn left ahead. Answers is A. No left turn. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with an arrow turning left and a red slash, means no left turn. Drivers are not permitted to turn left at the junction or point where the sign is. Question 52. How can you tell if your vehicle is hydroplaning, aquaplaning? A. The steering wheel gets heavy. B. The steering feels light and unresponsive. C. The brakes become very effective. D. The engine starts to rev uncontrollably. Answers is B. The steering feels light and unresponsive. Hydroplaning occurs when tires lose contact with the road due to a layer of water. The steering will feel very light and unresponsive, and there will be a loss of grip. Ease off the accelerator and do not steer sharply. Question 53. What does this sign instruct drivers to do at an intersection? A. Proceed straight or turn right. B. Proceed straight or turn left. C. Turn right only. D. Give way to right. Answers is A. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates proceed straight or right. Drivers are permitted to go straight through the junction or turn right, but not to turn left. Plan your lane choice in advance. Question 54. What does this sign indicate about road conditions? A. End of reversible lane road. B. Start of one-way road. C. End of motorway. D. Road closed ahead. Answers is A. End of reversible lane road. This sign indicates the end of reversible lane road. The special rules for reversible lanes no longer apply beyond this point, and normal lane usage rules resume. Question 55. What does this service sign inform you about? A. First aid post. B. Hospital nearby. C. Police station. D. Breakdown service. Answers is A. First aid post. This blue square sign with a white cross indicates a first aid post. It a location where first aid assistance can be obtained, which is useful especially on long journeys. Question 56. You're at a railway crossing with flashing red lights. What must you do? A. Drive through quickly. B. Stop and wait for the train to pass. C. Proceed if no train is visible. D. Sound your horn to warn the train. Answers is B. Stop and wait for the train to pass. Flashing red lights at a railway crossing mean a train is approaching or present. You must stop immediately and wait until the lights stop flashing and the barriers, if present, are fully raised, and it's safe to proceed. Question 57. What does this warning sign indicate to drivers? A. Children likely to be in the road. B. School zone ahead. C. Pedestrian crossing. D. Play area nearby. Answers is A. Children likely to be in the road. This warning sign with two children indicates children. It is placed near schools, playgrounds, or areas where children are likely to be crossing or playing near the road. Drive with extra care and reduce speed. Question 58. What does this sign mean for priority at a junction? A. Junction with a minor road. B. Priority road ahead. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Ahead. Answers is A. Junction with a minor road. This warning sign indicates a junction with a minor road, where traffic on the minor road will likely have a give way or stop sign. Be aware of traffic merging or turning from the side. Question 59. What is prohibited for goods vehicles by this sign? A. Overtaking by goods vehicles. B. Entry for goods vehicles. C. Parking for goods vehicles. D. Turning left for goods vehicles. Answers is A. Overtaking by goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a lorry overtaking another vehicle and a red slash, indicates no overtaking for goods vehicles, and similar vehicles are not permitted to overtake. Question 60. Why is it important to check your mirrors before signaling or changing direction? A. To see if your signal light is working. B. To assess traffic position and speed. C. To intimidate other road users. D. To adjust your driving position. Answers is B. To assess traffic position and speed. Checking your mirrors before signaling or changing direction is crucial for awareness of other road users' positions and speeds. This allows you to plan your maneuver safely without causing a hazard. Question 61. What does this sign indicate to road users about an upcoming hazard? A. Embankment or quayside ahead. B. Steep descent ahead. C. Tunnel ahead. D. Road liable to flooding. Answers is A. Embankment or quayside ahead. This warning sign indicates an embankment or quayside ahead. This means the road runs alongside an unguarded river, canal, or drop. Drive with extreme caution and be aware of the edge. Question 62. What does this priority sign signify? A. End of priority road. B. Start of priority road. C. Give way ahead. D. Main road ahead. Answers is A. End of priority road. This sign, a diamond with a yellow border and black diagonal stripe, indicates the end of priority road. Your priority will cease, and you should be prepared to give way or adhere to new priority rules. Question 63. What is the restriction imposed by this sign? A. No parking allowed. B. No stopping allowed. C. Loading zone only. D. Limited parking time. Answers is A, no parking allowed. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a blue background and a single red diagonal slash, means no parking. You are not permitted to park your vehicle where this sign is displayed, though stopping to pick off passengers may be allowed. Question 64. What should you do if your vehicle starts to skid on an icy road? A. Brake hard and steer away. B. Steer gently into the skid. C. Accelerate to gain control. D. Close your eyes and hope. Answers is B. Steer gently into the skid. If your vehicle starts to skid, avoid harsh braking or accelerating. Ease off the accelerator gently and steer gently into the direction of the skid, the direction the rear of the car is moving to regain control. Question 65. What does this mandatory sign instruct drivers to do? A. Proceed straight or turn left. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. Turn left only. D. Give way to left. Answers is A. Proceed straight or turn left. This mandatory sign indicates proceed straight or left. Drivers are permitted to go straight through the junction or turn left, but not to turn right. Choose your lane correctly in advance. Question 66. What does this sign indicate about the road's status? A. End of road for motor vehicles. B. End of priority road. C. End of one-way street. D. Start of a new road. Answers is A. End of road for motor vehicles. This sign indicates the end of road for motor vehicles. The special rules that applied to the previous road section, e.g., minimum speeds, no pedestrians no longer apply. Be aware of varied road users. Question 67. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. Cycle crossing. B. No cycling allowed. C. Cycle lane ahead. D. Cyclists dismount. Answers is A. Cycle crossing. This blue square sign with a white bicycle symbol and an arrow indicates a cycle crossing. It highlights a crossing point for cyclists. Drivers should be aware of cyclists preparing to cross. Question 68. When is it legal to undertake a vehicle on the left? A. When the vehicle ahead is too slow. B. In slow-moving queues of traffic. C. When you are turning left. D. Always when safe to do so. Answers is B. In slow-moving queues of traffic. Undertaking is generally discouraged and can be dangerous. It is legally permitted in slow-moving queues of traffic when the lane to your right is moving slower than your lane, or if the vehicle ahead is turning right and you are going straight or turning left. Question 69. What does this warning sign tell you about the road surface? A. Or bad surface. B. Speed humps ahead. C. Slippery when wet. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is A. Or bad surface. This warning sign indicates or a generally poor and uneven road surface. Drivers should reduce their speed and be alert for in the road that could affect steering or damage tires. Question 70. What does this warning sign indicate regarding traffic control? A. Traffic lights ahead. B. Railway crossing. C. School crossing patrol. D. Stop sign ahead. Answers is A. Traffic lights ahead. This warning sign with a traffic light symbol indicates traffic lights ahead. You should be prepared to slow down and stop if the lights are red or about to change, checking your mirrors before braking. Question 71. What is the meaning of this prohibitory sign? A. No sounding of horn. B. Pedestrian zone ahead. C. No entry for large vehicles. D. Quiet zone for hospitals. Answers is A. No sounding of horn. This prohibitory sign, A red circle with A horn symbol and A red slash, means no sounding of horn. This restriction is usually found in residential areas or near hospitals to minimize noise. For safety, apply. Question 72. What should you check before starting a long journey by car? A. Only the fuel level. B. Oil, water, tires, lights, and fuel. C. The radio settings. D. If your passenger has snacks. Answers is B. Oil, water, tires, lights, and fuel. Before a long journey, it's essential to perform basic checks on your vehicle. This includes oil, water, coolant, tire pressures, and tread, all lights, headlights, brake lights, indicators, and ensuring you have sufficient fuel. Question 73. What does this mandatory sign indicate? A. Turn left ahead. B. Turn right ahead. C. Go straight ahead. D. Keep left of obstacle. Answers is A. Turn left ahead. This blue circular sign with a white arrow indicates turn left. Drivers must turn left at the junction or point where this sign is displayed and are not permitted to go straight or turn right. Question 74. What does this sign mean for upcoming lanes? A. Of movement in lanes. B. Lane for slow-moving traffic. C. Merging traffic from the right. D. New speed limit ahead. Answers is A. Of movement in lanes. This sign provides information about the of movement in lanes. It uses arrows to show which direction traffic in each lane is permitted to go, helping drivers position themselves correctly before a junction. Question 75. What does this supplementary plate indicate about parking? A. Completely on the pavement perpendicular. B. Parallel to the carriageway. C. Partly on the pavement parallel. D. Parking for motorcycles only. Answers is A. Completely on the pavement perpendicular. This plate shows a specific method of parking. It indicates that vehicles must be parked completely on the pavement, at a perpendicular angle to the carriageway, and often applies to areas where pavement parking is specifically permitted. Question 76. You're driving at night and another driver is dazzling you with their full-beam headlights. What should you do? A. Flash your own full beams repeatedly. B. Slow down and look to the left. C. Speed up to get past them quickly. D. Stop your vehicle in the middle of the road. Answers is B. Slow down and look to the left. If dazzled, slow down and, if necessary, stop. Avoid looking directly into the headlights. Instead, focus on the edge of the road until the vehicle has passed. This helps you maintain your night vision. Question 77. What does this warning sign indicate on the road? A. Cyclists leaving or entering. B. Pedestrian crossing. C. Cycle track ahead. D. No entry for cyclists. Answers is A. Cyclists leaving or entering. This warning sign with a cyclist symbol indicates cyclists the road. It is often found near cycle paths, parks, or junctions where cyclists may unexpectedly join or cross the road. Drive with caution. Question 78. What type of railway crossing is by this sign? A. Railway crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Railway crossing with barriers. D. Tram crossing ahead. Answers is A. Railway crossing. This warning sign depicting multiple railway lines indicates a railway crossing ahead without barriers. You must be extremely cautious, as more than one train may pass. Stop, look and listen. Question 79. What does this sign mean for vehicle movement? A. No entry for motor vehicles. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. No entry for motorcycles. D. End of speed restriction. Answers is A. No entry for motor vehicles. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a car symbol, means no entry for motor vehicles. Only pedal cycles and sometimes mopeds may be permitted past this sign. All other motor vehicles are prohibited. Question 80. What is the recommended following distance in dry conditions? A. 1 car length. B. A gap. C. 3 car lengths. D. As close as possible. Answers is B. A gap. The rule is a common guideline for safe following distance in dry conditions. Choose a fixed point, and when the vehicle in front passes it, you should count 2 seconds before your vehicle passes the same point. Question 81. What does this mandatory sign indicate for movement? A. Turn right or left. B. Proceed straight or right. C. Proceed straight or left. D. No U-turn allowed. Answers is A. Turn right or left. This blue circular sign with 2 white arrows, one turning right and one turning left, indicates turn right or left. Drivers must choose one of these directions and cannot proceed straight ahead. Question 82. What does this sign mean for pedestrians? A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. B. No pedestrian access. C. Pedestrian area only. D. Footpath ends. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This blue square sign with a walking person indicates a pedestrian crossing ahead. It warns drivers that there is a crossing point for pedestrians further along the road, and they should be prepared to stop. Question 83. What does this plate indicate regarding vehicle towing? A. Zone. B. Recovery point. C. Vehicle repair shop. D. Heavy vehicle route. Answers is A. Zone. This supplementary plate with a tow truck symbol indicates a zone. It warns drivers that illegally parked vehicles in this area are liable to be towed away, often in conjunction with no parking signs. Question 84. What does this warning sign tell you about the road ahead? A. Cattle or farm animals crossing. B. Wild animals crossing. C. Pedestrians ahead. D. Zebra crossing. Answers is A. Cattle or farm animals crossing. This warning sign with a cow symbol indicates cattle crossing. It means farm animals may be in or crossing the road. Drive slowly and be prepared to stop for animals being moved by a farmer or grazing nearby. Question 85. What does this sign warn about at a railway crossing? A. Approach to railway crossing 3 stripes. B. Railway crossing with barriers. C. Junction with railway line. D. End of railway crossing zone. Answers is A. Approach to railway crossing 3 stripes. This warning sign with 3 diagonal stripes indicates an approach to railway crossing. It proximity to a railway crossing without barriers, with 3 stripes indicating the furthest distance from the crossing. Question 86. What does this prohibitory sign signify for goods vehicles? A. End of no overtaking for goods vehicles. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. Speed limit for goods vehicles. D. Overtaking only for goods vehicles. Answers is A. End of no overtaking for goods vehicles. This sign, a red circle with a lorry overtaking a car, crossed out by a black diagonal line, indicates the end of no overtaking restriction for goods vehicles. Can now legally overtake if safe to do so. Question 87. What should you do if your brake fluid level is consistently low? A. Top it up with engine oil. B. Have the braking system checked. C. Drive slower to reduce braking. D. Ignore it, it's normal. Answers is B. Have the braking system checked. A consistently low brake fluid level indicates a potential leak in the braking system, which is a serious safety hazard. You should have the system inspected and repaired by a qualified mechanic immediately. Question 88. What does this mandatory sign indicate for vehicles? A. Pass obstacle on the right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. Keep right lane open. D. Turn right only. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign indicates pass obstacle on the right. Drivers must keep to the right of any obstruction or traffic island where this sign is displayed, ensuring a safe passage. Question 89. What does this sign inform you about pedestrian? A. Overground pedestrian crossing ahead. B. Underground pedestrian crossing. C. Pedestrian area only. D. Footpath ends ahead. Answers is A. Overground pedestrian crossing ahead. This blue square sign indicates an overground pedestrian crossing ahead. It warns drivers that there is a bridge or elevated walkway for pedestrians to cross the road, and to be aware of pedestrians approaching it. Question 90. What does this service sign provide information about? A. Hospital ahead. B. First aid post. C. Medical center. D. Doctor on call. Answers is A. Hospital ahead. This blue square sign with a white H and bed symbol indicates a hospital nearby. It is useful for or when needing medical assistance. Be prepared for emergency vehicles. Question 91. What does this sign mean for cyclists at a crossing? A. Combined pedestrian and cycle crossing. B. No cycling or walking. C. Cycle lane ahead. D. Pedestrian crossing only. Answers is A. Combined pedestrian and cycle crossing. This sign indicates a combined pedestrian and cycle crossing ahead. It a crossing point used by both pedestrians and cyclists. Drivers should be especially alert and prepared to give way to both. Question 92. What should you do if your vehicle's steering suddenly becomes heavy? A. Continue driving and monitor. B. Pull over safely and check power steering fluid. C. Increase speed to make it lighter. D. Pump the brake pedal repeatedly. Answers is B. Pull over safely and check power steering fluid. Heavy steering often indicates a problem with the power steering system, such as a fluid leak or pump failure. It's crucial to pull over safely and investigate the issue. Driving with heavy steering can be dangerous. Question 93. What does this warning sign tell you about the road ahead? A. Falling rocks or debris. B. Side wind hazard. C. Steep descent. D. Tunnel ahead. Answers is A. Falling rocks or debris. This warning sign indicates falling rocks. It's usually placed where there's a risk of rocks or debris falling onto the road from a cliff or embankment. Drive cautiously and be prepared for sudden obstructions. Question 94. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying specific types of goods? A. No entry for explosive or flammable goods. B. No entry for all goods vehicles. C. Dangerous area for parking. D. Fire station ahead. Answers is A. No entry for explosive or flammable goods. This prohibitory sign indicates no entry for vehicles explosive or flammable goods. These vehicles are highly restricted from certain areas due to the high risk they pose in an accident. Question 95. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about speed? A. End of maximum speed limit 50. B. New speed limit 50. C. Minimum speed 50. D. Recommended speed 50. Answers is A. End of maximum speed limit 50. This circular sign with a black diagonal line through 50 indicates the end of maximum speed limit 50. The previous speed restriction of 50 no longer applies, and the national speed limit or next posted limit takes over. Question 96. What is the primary reason for having vehicle insurance? A. To cover the cost of fuel. B. To protect against financial loss from accidents. C. To guarantee vehicle repairs. D. To avoid paying road tax. Answers is B. To protect against financial loss from accidents. Vehicle insurance is a legal requirement in the. Its primary purpose is to provide financial protection against liability for injury or damage to third parties in an accident, and potentially for your own vehicle depending on cover. Question 97. What does this mandatory sign require regarding an obstacle? A. Pass obstacle on either side. B. Pass obstacle on the left only. C. Pass obstacle on the right only. D. Stop at the obstacle. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on either side. This blue circular sign with two white arrows pointing left and right indicates pass obstacle on either side. Drivers have the option to pass the obstruction or traffic island on either its left or right side, if safe. Question 98. What does this information sign indicate about the road? A. Residential area or living zone. B. Pedestrian zone only. C. No entry for vehicles. D. Motorway ahead. Answers is A. Residential area or living zone. This sign indicates a residential area or living zone. These areas typically have a lower speed limit e.g. 20 and pedestrians and children may be present. Drive with extra care and be aware of vulnerable road users. Question 99. What does this supplementary plate signify about parking? A. Completely on the pavement parallel. B. Parallel to the carriageway. C. Partly on the pavement perpendicular. D. Parking for cars only. Answers is A. Completely on the pavement parallel. This plate shows a specific method of parking. It indicates that vehicles must be parked completely on the pavement, parallel to the carriageway, in areas where this type of pavement parking is specifically permitted. Question 100. What does this warning sign indicate to road users about an upcoming road feature? A tunnel ahead. B. A bridge ahead. C. An underpass for pedestrians. D. A covered car park entrance. Answers is A tunnel ahead. This warning sign indicates a tunnel ahead. When entering a tunnel, drivers should remove sunglasses, switch on dipped headlights, and be aware of potential changes in light levels, ventilation, and emergency procedures.